All right, good people. Mark Holmes here, of course, with the crew. It is 5:42 a.m. It's 60 degrees outside. I got David Wiley who wants some Starbucks. What the fuck is Starbucks? The fuck is wrong with you?
Look, treats.
Okay, I got my Maxwell House and my Cowboys cup, okay? Cowboys. And I believe that, oh my God, I'm having a brain fart. What is her name?
Dude, what are you talking about?
Oh my lordy, she made this for me.
Queen Bella.
Queen Bella. Okay.
She made that one for you?
Yeah, I think this is a Queen Bella production here. I'm sorry. I'm having an old age brain fart, that or it's just too damn early. But we are headed
I'm trying to find it.
For Detroit. So
airport terminals, Conquest, or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's close enough.
7 hours and 38 minutes.
Huh? That's it?
That's why don't rush me. That's why I'm trying to get
7 hours and 38 minutes? So that's Detroit's Wayne Airport?
Let's see here. Search Detroit Wayne Airport.
All right.
Detroit Wayne Airport. Let's go here. Here you go. 7:36.
Okay. Actually, then you know what we need to do?
What?
If it's that soon. Because my thing said, maybe it was because of rush hour. Put in the hotel and see how long that is. Because 7 hours, that's like...
Well, it doesn't matter.
That's 2 o'clock. No, because then we can take all the shit out of here, check in.
But then you got to pay... I don't know.
That's... You know what? I don't give a rat's ass. Because basically we can go in and pull in the front and take our bags in.
I'm sure we're gonna stop and eat breakfast or whatever, or lunch, whatever you guys.
Put your damn seatbelt on. All right. The fuck is that?
It's you.
It says no, my seatbelt's on.
Mine's on.
David, you got your seatbelt on? What the fuck is this? You don't like to wear a seatbelt? You didn't put it on last night. I had to listen to the damn alarm. Mister, I want McDonald's at 11 o'clock at night and they got all the roads closed. Jesus Christ.
You just fucking latch it. You don't have to be in it.
Okay. But.
What the?
It's David.
Oh.
Jeez. So the rear. And this whole thing of every time we stop and the engine restarts. So we got 2 grumpy old men
in Detroit,
and we got a big baby in the back. I want my Starbucks. It's gonna be a long trip. All right, so
Breezewood.
Oh, I told you Breezewood
52
should be
miles.
As long as it's 52 miles to Breezewood.
No.
Breezewood is like 2 hours. That's when we get
arrive at Detroit Metropolitan Wayne. Okay, so we're gonna leave this on. And
it's on here, right?
Yeah.
But you got to have it on your phone too.
Well, that's how I have it. Yes.
All right. The sun gets up in 35 minutes. In which case, maybe we'll be able to see what we're doing. Unfortunately, we won't be driving towards the sunrise. We'll be driving away from it.
So what's up, everybody? Game Time is the navigator to start out this trek.
Even though I've driven the Detroit like.
Well,
15
whatever.
times.
You want to drive. I'm normally the guy that's normally driving, and then when it gets night, I hand it over.
We're
to
not
you.
driving through the night on this one, okay? We're going to be there nice and refreshed at our hotel. I can't wait to get there and see it and see our view and everything else.
Ultra Cowboy, we're coming, bro. Make sure you have the, well, he supposedly got a surprise for us, so I don't know. So I know Mark's not a big drinker, but in honor of somebody that's bringing you a gift from Puerto Rico, I think you need to have some homemade Puerto Rican moonshine.
Oh shit! Okay, that'll put hair in your chest and.
I don't know how he got it through customs, but he is ex-military. Got some moonshine.
All right.
I don't know where you want your block, but right there is good enough.
Okay.
If anybody needs stuff for chargers, I got those little outlet things. So just let me know.
And I've got my big battery back there.
Oh, you got your jack?
All right, so it was about 1 o'clock when I finally got to sleep last night.
So you got about 3 hours of sleep. Because I heard you get up around 4.
No, that must have been David getting up at 4.
Yeah, I was already up.
My alarm went off at 5 and I popped right up.
Okay. I was up about 4. Yeah. Is that what time you get up, David?
So we had the Joneses drop the bomb on us yesterday.
Who?
The Joneses dropped the bomb on us yesterday with a press conference that was about everything but the draft. Did you wake up this morning feeling any differently about the bullshit that we heard?
I'm trying to lean over more.
Oh, there you go. No, you don't have to get that close.
It has begun, people. It has begun. Yeah, I'm fine. Again, it's anything that comes out of their mouth is hot air. The one thing you can count on, people, they're going to try and draft their ass off. Why? Because it's cheap. It's a cheap way to build your team. And it's the right way to build your team. My problem is, and it's always been my problem, is they don't add to the team when they should. They're horrible when identifying when they're ready to go, quote unquote, all in. Now they throw all in out there like it's a tagline, like it's Dude, actions speak louder than words. But what they can do, people, is draft. So go into this draft weekend. You never know. We got the lollipops just in case there's a stupid trade.
The dumb lollipops, mind you.
The dum-dums are on board. So, what's that?
Edible ones too.
Okay, we got the edible ones. So, shit, I'm not driving, so I'll be in a bubble, in a haze, in a purple haze, which is good. I didn't bring mine.
Okay.
I do have.
I stick with the dum-dums.
Okay. Forgot the gummies.
We're not hanging out with Leo. I'll see you in the hospital because we gonna get high.
I actually like Leo. He's a very down-to-earth Eagles fan. Here's the question I have for Leo. Leo, I got a question for you. Mm-hmm. Are you the type of guy where, all right, you're cool, right, in a Dallas chat, but if Mark Holmes stops by or Game Time stops by around you and all your Eagle fans, are you going to turn into that guy where you're a dick?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But, you know how that is. Like you have a best friend, and all of a sudden you're around his friends and he changes. Are you going to change on us, Leo? Are you going to be one of those typical Eagle fans?
No.
I don't think so.
Well, we do have good news at least.
What's that?
We are out before the traffic in D.C. gets picked up. You got a little taste of it yesterday when we had to get the cables. So as long as we can get over the American Legion Bridge before it picks up, we got it made.
Yeah, Mark was a little bit. Mark was upset about he likes getting on the road, but you want to have a purpose, right? You want to think that your team is going out there and doing everything they can to win for the fans. Mm-hmm. What bothers me the most about the Cowboys is they do things knowing. You would think they would do something like you throw us a bone every now and again, flex a little bit, kind of like what the Eagles do. Don't get me wrong, Eagles.
In the words of Philly 500, they shit on you.
That's how I feel. Hey Jerry,
they have shit on you,
Steven.
Don't you get it?
We're all in a car at 4:30 in the morning. Well, now it's 5:50, but we're in a car in the morning, driving to the draft to see you.
Spending our own money, okay, to support this shitstorm of a team. That's
you're putting a lot of content up about the Cowboys, and mainly it's ineptness. Unfortunately.
Well, the way we've been killing Jerry and Steven, they may not want so much of that. Okay.
Like 10 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, well, here's the deal, though.
You say move up to 10.
I don't think they'll get to 10.
You know how much you'd have to move up to get to 10?
Listen, I predict the Eagles going to 12, but I think Dallas will, believe it or not, I think they, like David's right, they might go up because they have all this capital next year. Don't think for 1 second that they won't trade a second-round pick next year to move up early. That's what they'll do, people. And I'm all for it, Mark, because what our second-round picks are what? Usually? Sucks.
But that goes back to the philosophy of them. We want a first-round talented guy who's fallen for whatever reason.
Right.
And, you know, be it you didn't pass the drug test, or you end up having a catastrophic knee injury, like Jalen Smith. You know, you got just, you're a rapper and shit, you know, boss man fat. You've always got something, you know, or Tristan Hill, who didn't listen to the coaches. So don't get me an injured guy. I need somebody who is ready to plug in right now, which is why I'm sitting here with the whole idea of Jonathan Brooks, who tore his ACL November 13th. I could definitely see them taking him, because that's what they do. And this whole thing of their doctor, oh, well, the doctor, he says he's going to be fine. Did he check out Michael Gallup? Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, again, the Joneses appear to be, well, listen, you don't become billionaires by listening to anybody else. You think that the sun rises and sets in in your own shorts, basically. They don't care what anybody thinks. Just listen to Jerry Jones, and nobody knows the cap and what it's going to be 3, 4, 5 years down the line better than him. Yet his team is always up against the cap. So what does that tell you?
I was going to say, so the people who only have $11 million to spend this year, that's what we're talking about. He understands the cap. Okay, all right.
Here's the diamond that could be sitting in the rough. We just got to see. This reeks of Jimmy Johnson, right? This is kind of a shock to the system. We can't say that we've seen this before, where everybody is...
Wait a minute, stupidity?
No, everybody is in on a 1 year, no guarantee beyond this year. You can say whatever you want about Dak. Dak almost had a catastrophic leg injury. Okay, you can say whatever you want, and that's $60 million that he's made, or $55 million, or whatever he's making. The cap count is less, but I mean, he's making, what is he making? Is he making 55 or?
Well, technically, he's still averaging out to
right.
What he, the cap number is that.
Yeah. So, but if he were to get hurt like that again and he couldn't, then all that, we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars gone after that. So it is a risk for Dak. Make no mistake. Everybody says he likes betting on himself. Yeah, he's won. But at the end of the day, God forbid something happens. Shit, it almost happened last time. They did give him a contract after he tore up his leg.
Yeah.
So, I believe, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, but only because they realized, oh shit, Andy Dalton.
But I mean, Dak knows more than anybody. Is what I'm trying to say, is that it could be fleeting. It could go like that and get the money while you can. So I think they could make a long-term deal. I really do. Things aren't as bad as people seem. We are going to call them out on, that's what we do. I still
go back to it, though. With listening to these guys, and do you honestly look and say, the Cowboys know what the fuck they're doing?
I think Mike McCarthy is a hell of a coach, and he will get out. Listen, you can say whatever you want about the playoffs. He's got a Super Bowl. But we won in 12 games 3 years in a row. And look, what I like about McCarthy is he knows that in order to win a Super Bowl, it ain't just the starters, because you ain't going to have a lot of these guys by the end of the year. It's building the whole team. So let's see what they do, people. Everybody keep your head up, because the one thing the Cowboys do, they draft their ass off. And I'm not giving up on last year's draft either.
Well, if we're going to do it, have any success, we're going to need those guys to actually step up and into the breach.
And I'll call it how I see it. I'm not the end-all, be-all, but if I think they do a good move, here's the deal. If you realize that there's a player in this draft, like David said, if he's 5-6 picks ahead of you, if that's a plug-and-play starter,
impact starter,
you gotta get him.
Then you got to go get him. You can't sit back and go, well,
if you've got a Micah
we have this guy who's not as good. No, that's not how winning organizations do. Identify who are those guys. Now, it was funny. He said he talked shit about trading away from a player, but he basically traded down and got Micah Parsons. Correct?
Yeah, he's like, you don't trade back with the Micah Parsons there.
He was
it's
there.
It's like you traded back and got Micah Parsons, Jerry.
But
it's like, are you getting
he
senile
did
now?
know who was going, so whatever.
I don't know, man. That was just this whole off season. It's been when you just think it can't get any worse, it just seems like it does.
It's like Godfather 3. Just when
It's
you think
almost
you're out.
like, you finally got the fork out your left eye, and somebody sticks one in your right. It's like, oh God, seriously? It's like, did you really say we're all in with the young guys? What?
So
They're balls deep on young guys, is what they said.
Mark, they got Tyler Boyd still out there for free agents.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Odell Beckham still out there.
Yeah.
I don't want Odell. Man, you know what? I'm sick of it.
OBJ.
Listen, Odell is a name that people know and get excited about, but he ain't done shit. Okay? Brandon Cooks had a better season than he did.
Michael Thomas.
I thought Michael Thomas signed with somebody.
No, there's a lot of free agents. I would be looking at the lines, wide receivers. I don't know who's out there. He says OBJ. Listen,
I
again.
don't want Odell. No.
Yeah. I would.
Jennings is out there too. Man.
Who?
Warren Jennings.
Yeah. I like it.
I'd like to have a free agent that's a little bit younger because I'm tired of the over the hill gang guys.
Mark hit it though. Mark hit it on the head when he said, and I've been saying it.
That's what she said.
Yeah, okay. He basically said they're waiting. I thought it was Monday after the draft at 4:00, but he's saying
It might
May
be
1st.
like May 1st or something. So it's pretty
I
close
believe
to
it's
it.
Monday after the draft, 4:00, but it's common, people, where you could go out and sign free agents. And listen, Dallas, you can say whatever they want. They know all the rules to save them ass some money and save their assets.
Okay, Mark. Claypool still out there.
Chase Claypool, Mr. Stonehands. Now, I like Chase Claypool. I think he's playing in the Canadian Football League, or he did, believe it or not. But what he's trying to say is there's a lot of, players that we could fill holes after the draft. We're not going to fill every hole, people. We're not.
Adams still out there too. Anybody pick him up yet?
So, stay positive. Stay positive, Pony Boy.
Yeah, Anthony Barr's still out there.
Yeah.
Is this a live stream or are you recording?
No, this is recording.
Okay, because
But you see how it's already it's getting lighter right now.
and the traffic is already.
That's what I said. As long as we can get over the American Legion Bridge, then because getting past Tyson's is where it's going to be heavy. All right, so we're on the road again. We got two angry old dudes and a youngin.
And
Are we there yet?
we gotta find him at Starbucks.
Starbucks.
And go for
Starbucks are everywhere.
a little vanilla latte. Now, I actually might do an iced coffee later. That I might do.
That's what I want. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Well, we'll hit one after we get past the traffic
I'm
here.
saying now.
Huh?
A little bit. Yeah, let's get through
Yeah, go to
the
sleep.
shit show.
Zeke Elliott's still out there.
Yeah. Well, I think the addition of Royce Freeman just killed any Zeke Elliott hopes. Because Royce Freeman played under McCarthy, I believe, for a year. So,
And
put
if
in
you
the
actually,
comments if I'm wrong, though.
but here's the thing though, if you go back to the Super Bowl winning
Dalvin,
year,
there you go.
it wasn't Dalvin Cook I think he's cooked.
Green Hunt's still out there.
Running game is not something that, and big name running backs is
Big
not
game
something
James.
that Mike McCarthy necessarily has to have. They didn't run the ball very effectively. They averaged 3.8 yards a carry the year they won the Super Bowl. But they had a great defense. Anyway, we're on the road. We got 504 miles left to go. And 7 hours and 18 minutes. So there we have it. Arrival 119.
Well, again,
I think don't we cross? I think we cross over into Central Time.
I'm not sure, but again, we got plenty of time, people. We may go to the hotel first,
Hotel,
drop
motel,
everything off, then go
Holiday
back and get
Inn.
Phil. As long as it's not, hey Brian, you go back and get Phil. that's what normally happens. So, right?
He's 31 though, McKinnon.
All right, so here so we got our free agent tracker back here.
Adam Schefter in the back seat.
All right. See you guys on the road. Peace.